It's been a long ass time I've made any video related to WWE Supercard in like a long time. And yeah, I've been waffling a lot on Twitch and it's been quite a journey, okay? But. Now we have a lot of things to cover up, okay? A lot of things because as you can see, there's a new XP thing which is going around the corner. Yeah, I love that EO Sky Mage, thank you. Yeah, don't judge me for that. But yeah, as you can see, most of the people might have already completed the level 50 and now just out of the blue we'll be seeing, oh, level 51? Do we have to cover that? Do we have to do that? Or what is happening? I want to know. I want to fucking know that. I want to know what's the big brain idea. We'll get to that, okay? But, before we move forward on that, we have a very good update related to Season 11. And it's been quite a ride for Season 10. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, campaign and stuffs. But moving forward, campaign will be a thing in Season 11 too, I think so. Pretty much, they have said they won't be removing a lot of things, but they will be adding more stuffs, which is quite a good thing, okay? We have a very generous idea of Season 11, and I'm going to explain you what's happening in Season 11 in a bit by bit, okay? I'm not going to trouble you with all the information that you need in one go. It's basically a little by little, not a lot that you have to learn about it. So in the first para, they have said more about how Season 10 was for you, how we went with special and limited edition cards, and they never messed about at even once, okay? They were just like, oh yeah, we're doing very much good and we're enjoying this whole Season 10, and they're gonna do the same in Season 11, and they're not gonna move it anywhere, okay? In Season 10, we celebrated 10 years by building a shiny and enhanced Supercard experience. A whole new Supercard. We fundamentally changed how progression works with the new level system. We reset the stats back to readable quantities. We introduced new ways to get the cards you want with drop board and changes and forging and tons of other stuff. We have come a long way and we couldn't have gotten here without each of you, so thanks for riding with us. That was basically Season 10, a little bit of brief in there. Next era of Supercard. There will be much to talk about as we approach the launch date of Season 11, which is November 13th, by the way. And we're breaking everything down in a series of blog posts. So this is not going to be the only blog post that you're going to be having in Season 11. There will be more coming up soon enough, maybe tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow, maybe next week. We don't know because Season 11 is going to be on 13th of November. Sorry about that. And yeah, it's going to be a good change. And you're going to love this, okay? This new whole change is going to be a very good thing. Season 11 won't feature the grand overhauls and sharp turns that characterize Season 10's launch, okay? So it won't be, it's not just gonna be what we had in Season 10, okay? Instead, we are looking to expand on the experience we have cultivated alongside you for the last year. We're still headed in the same direction, but we have made some key changes that we think will result in a cooler and smoother ride. That's not to say that there are not going to be some new stuff along the way. We got some great new stuff like. Before I go into the new stuff, I'm going to talk about this whole XP thing, which people might have been talking about, okay? This is what you need to be knowing about. So XP has been increased from 50 to 54 as of right now. And if you reach 54, you'll be straight away starting from the second tier. Or maybe second rarity, wherever you call that, whatever you call these days, okay? So you won't be starting from the first rarity if you complete till 54. If you don't complete with 54, I'm still not sure about you'll be staying in the first rarity or you'll be staying at Inferno rarity. I am still a little bit of clueless on that part. But yeah, most probably you're going to be staying in the first rarity if you not start doing 51, 52, 53, and 54. So basically, if you're doing 54 by the, before 13th, you will be starting on the second rarity, which is a good thing, which is you're getting a head start because even the wordings in the blog is kind of confusing, and I got confused. A lot of people got confused with the wordings, and it's just kind of diluted for most of the people. So in the transparent way, I'm just gonna say if you're hitting 54, you'll be getting straight away into the second rarity and not gonna stay at Inferno or first rarity. So you'll be getting a head start if you finish till 54. If you're gonna be at 51 and if you're not planning of playing anything, you might start with the first rating pretty much, not going to Inferno. You'll be just getting the first rating reward, which is fine, which is cool. If you want to save the rewards, you can save the rewards. If you don't want to save the rewards, totally on you. You might just get a head start at the 54. That's the base thing. So Yeah, you gotta collect at least around 100 cards, pretty much. It's around 38,000 per Inferno cards, as I remember it right. So just check it out, okay? Just do the calculation, do the maths. I'm not very good on this part of the game, okay? Era of Supercard, which is the new mod that they're introducing, which is called Boom. Okay, it reminds me of only one person, and that is Adam Goldbaby. Boom. Simple as that. So here we go. Boom. Boom is the crown jewel in the tiara that is Season 11. As an always-on bout-based game mode, we expect Boom to be a prominent and exciting addition to your regular Supercard experience. Okay, so this is going to be the new mode which will be coming up in Supercard, and as you can see, the rewards are quite different from the usual one, as I can show you. So as you can see, the rewards are different. We can see a bronze pack, we can see a silver pack, I think so. That's a gold one, that's a platinum one, and I think that's how you're gonna go with the streak. So if you're gonna get the streak, as I can understand, this is the streak base. So if you got the first streak, I think you will be getting more of bronze reward. If you're getting a 2 streak or maybe 10 streak, you will be getting silver, or maybe like a streak thing. So it's gonna be more of a streak based probably, as I can see the rewards on the basis. I still haven't figured out the game mode pretty much. It's just some kind of chess or checkers, I would say. I believe in that, so probably that. In making Boom, we felt it was important to add something to WWE Supercard that wasn't there previously. It was important to provide something that genuinely felt fresh and interesting. With that mindset, we set out to establish Boom as WWE Supercard's most strategic and tactical game mode to date without sacrificing any of the thrill and fanfare that comes with the clobbering an opponent in the ring. Here's how it works. So basically, it's gonna be a new freaking mod in the game, which is a good thing because we have been getting all the new stuffs in the game recently with Street Fighter collab. Then we got the Dead and what do you call Dragon and Dungeons, or Dragon and Dropkicks. That was a good one. And then the Undertaker one with the Halloween event, it was also a good one. We enjoyed some part of the WWE Season 10 campaign. Was very good. I enjoyed campaign in Season 10. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go the same way I went with Season 10. It's just, I have a lot of things to figure out as of right now. So for now, for the time being, I'm just going to F2P. I'm not sure F2W. I don't know what is going to be coming in the future sleeves. But as of right now, kind of F2W, okay? Now here we go, the Boom's basic, okay? If there was like, oh yeah, there is the basic. So as you can see, there's like 3 columns and 5 rows, as you can see that. That's the basic of the game, as you can see. So the basic, part of Boom begins with an empty 3x5 grid of empty spaces. You and your opponent each have 15 cards in your deck, so you will be having 15 cards and the opponent will be having 15 cards each, with 4 of those cards in the hand. Your objective is to fill the board with as many of your cards as possible and win each column on the board by increasing your point total in each respective column. To do that, you will need to play your cards in the right places to conquer spaces, earn points, and remove your opponent cards from play. The player who has the highest point total when either the board is full or both the players are out of cards wins. So either you have to, place the cards accordingly and in a strategical way. Like you can see how you can play this card. You can only play this Eddie Guerrero card in the left part, okay? You can't play anywhere else. If you play that card anywhere else, your point will be in a different way. Like you can see this Undertaker, you can play Undertaker any of this in the square boxes, okay? That's where you have to play the Undertaker card. You can't play that Undertaker out of that thing, okay? You can play this Roman Reigns only in the 4 directional arrows you can see on the blue mark. And it will be different. I'm pretty much assuming this will be different for different cards. I assume that way. So it's basically that. You gotta place the cards according to the line they are showing up there, okay? So yeah, pretty much that, okay? So yeah, now and the way to win this, either you get the whole point or make the opponent cards go away, like they finish all the 15 cards in a while, okay? So that is the basic, okay? Now we go on the your cards, okay? Your cards. These cards won't be facing off in the traditional one-on-one stat-based ring battle as they have been in the past, like a Wild Fantasy or RTG or something like that. Instead, each one of your cards has a point value, an area of effect, and an ability that will be used to conquer spots on the board. support your other cards, and force your opponent into submission. So basically, this is called, I think that is actually the area, yeah, an area effect, okay? And then point value is this 25, as you can see, or 26, as you can see. That's the point value, and the area effect, and an ability that will be, so ability is basically, I think, their own ability. I'm pretty much sure. I think that is the ability they are talking about it here. I'm not completely sure, but I feel like that. Area of effect and abilities go hand in hand. In addition to their point value, each card in your deck has an ability that will affect the card around it when they are placed on the board. Some cards' abilities will boost your card's point value, while others focus on reducing the PVs of your opponent cards, and others still will either increase or decrease the point values of all cards in their area of effect. Each card's ability is determined by superstar on the card. You can't change the ability given to each card. Some cards have some extra oomph added to their abilities. However, you can see which ones are more powerful in their abilities tab to the boom mode. Okay, so basically it's like if you have put that card in that particular area and you have that ability will trigger the point value of that particular card. So it's basically increasing the value of your card. That is big thing to do. Okay, so that is basically how it's gonna be there. Area of effect represent one of the more strategic element of boom. AoE determines, that is area of effect, which spaces around your cards are affected by each card's ability, but they are not permanently tied to each other like their ability. Instead, AoE is determined by which slot in your deck each card occupies. This means that you can pick and choose which cards get which AoEs based on their PVs and abilities. When customizing your deck, assigning the right deck slots and AoEs by extension to your best cards will be crucial to ensuring a dominant victory. So basically, it's saying that when you're using your card, like this Eddie Guerrero card, if it's like in the left side, and if you put that card, its ability will trigger the POV, and also it will trigger the ability of reducing the opponent's card, and it will help you to move forward in your streak. So you basically have to be very sure where you're putting your cards and see the ability if it's gonna be very useful on that particular right now or not. It's just like kind of a chess game where you have to pick one of the pieces of your pawn, or maybe horses, maybe any other, like any camel or anything which is going to be used in the chess pieces. It's kind of same, it's not big difference. Okay, now we're going to talk about the game and how you play. The 3 columns in the boom grid represent the areas that you need to control to gain points. If you have more points than your opponent in a column, you win that column, and all of that point gains from your card point values go towards your overall point total. You want to control as many columns as possible to end the game with more points than your opponent. Okay, fair. When you place a card on the board, its area effect will determine what happens next. On top of your card abilities, however, their AoEs can also give you control of spaces on the board. To be brief, you cannot place a card on a space unless you control it. So basically, if you don't control this part of your, like, this blue places, if you don't have that, you can't place any card. You can't place any card on this one where it's not showing W or the WWE logo. Okay, if it's not showing the logo, you can't place any card, not you nor the opponent. You have to actually acquire those places when you're putting the card. So once you start stacking the cards up, it'll give you a prominent spaces, like you can see in these other ones. He's leading with this place, so he's getting all of the places except that Ludwig Kaiser place. So it's basically that way. There are a few ways to gain control of the spaces. Let's say you've got a card that has an AoE of the 3 spaces above it. Its ability causes it to damage to enemy cards. If you use that ability to knock out one or more of your opponent's card, you will gain control of those spaces. If those spaces are controlled by neither player, or if they are unoccupied but controlled by your opponent, you can gain control of that space, allowing you to play a card there your next turn. Boom is a constant king of the hill style land grab in which you gotta coordinate your attacks with the spaces you own. If it seems complicated, don't worry, you will acclimate quickly. We built Boom to be easy to jump into for a quick game, but challenging enough to keep your scheming and strategizing for your next win. Yeah, it's basically like you have to keep the game moving. You don't have to give the opponents any chance that they have more point value and they don't have extra spaces which you can't occupy. Simple as that. So you gotta have more point value, durability, and area of effect. If you have that, figure it out, I think you will be able to win the matches easily. Okay, so basically you have to keep up the thing running up. You can't just leave it right there. Okay, so what are the rewards that you're gonna get from this whole boom thing? What do I get? The boom rewards works a bit differently than the other modes. Firstly, you will earn rewards based on your win streak. As you keep winning, you will get access to increasingly valuable packs as your win streak increases. If you're consistently winning multiple games in a row, you'll be ranking in more valuable cards than if you're losing consistently. Boom rewards are also rotated daily, meaning each of the 5 streak packs will change from day to day. Okay, fair. So it's gonna be a day-to-day rotation fair. Some days will hold more valuable rewards than others. Some days will provide rewards unique to your player level. And some days will have rare cards available to all regardless of your level. It's up to you to check back regularly to see what you're after. So basically every day the rewards are gonna be changing, which is a good thing, which makes the game a little bit more of what are you getting on the day. Okay, that's not all, of course. Each game of boom that you win adds up to your global leaderboard total. If you win with a score of 100 points, that's an additional 100 points to your total. The more points you acquire, the higher your places on the leaderboard. You will be given reward at regular intervals based on your place on the leaderboard. So be sure you're regularly fitting the top spots. The rest, boom is the flagship feature of Season 11's launch, and while it's far from only trick up our sleeve card joke, we're thrilled to see what you think of it and how it fits into your daily supercard schedule. We also added 4 additional player level to Season 10 for you to work through in the meantime starting today. Complete all of those and you'll be a full ready ahead of where you have been. So this kind of made me a little bit of ununderstandable, but now I get the whole concept. More to come soon as we get closer to November 13, including card reveals, polls, and more blogs. Stay tuned. So basically, this is the whole thing for Season 11, and it feels quite promising. I'm not gonna lie, it feels a bit better for me. A lot to cover, not even halfway through. So let's see. I'm gonna be playing a lot, I think so. I still have to cover a lot of grounds on collectibles up here. A lot of stuffs I've already been collecting, so I'm keeping them up. I will be opening this pack probably. I'm not sure about it, so I'll think, because they're gonna give us some good rewards. So why waste up here and there? This is a not so good reward for me. It won't be giving me much XPs, but hey, that works. And there's a quest running up here as of right now, as you can see. Complete all challenges in the quest to get a Dexter Loomis card, which is looking dope, and then you can get a We Are Here pack, where you can actually get one of the bonus chances on getting off one of the white 6 or 3 of the cards from the older rarity. Okay, it's fine. It's not a bad thing. This one is a very good collect. Like, you have to just complete draft boats 50 picks like 5 times. You get 50 of those Nightbird, which is not bad. Use super move, you can do that. Play Survivor. Currency collector gives you 5 of those Nightbird token. That makes 55, which is not a bad thing. And then you get a get reset. I got a Cody Rhodes from there. So yeah, that's summarized for Season 11, and it's a very good season. I feel like it will be a very good, great season. Yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you liked the video. I hope you understand the whole concept of this upcoming new season, because it really looks promising for me. I've been criticizing Season 10 a little bit more because there were a lot of season special edition cards and limited edition cards. They're gonna be in this season, but I'm not gonna be trying all for it. I'm just gonna go what I can achieve, like, my way. Okay, not going all in, not thriving all in for this game alone. So that's basically for me. I'll see you in the next video. I'll be trying to keep up with more videos, and I'll be doing live stream on YouTube as well as on Twitch. You can check me out if you want. Till then, I'm off.